Okay.
Who's first?
I got two. One comment I have is I really believe the special meetings to make it easier for one of our counselors who works every day, that Wednesday and Thursday, special meetings being held on Wednesdays or Thursdays. I think that would be really good because they can't come any other time because of employment. And we make exceptions for other people to have no, you know, like you, Elaine, no daytime ones so that you can come to the meetings, so we can do that. That's my suggestion. The next is the city, what do you call it? City clerk manager? City recorder manager. Okay. The closing date is August 17th. So, I will on the, I guess I can't have it out until the 20th because the 18th is on Saturday. Then the 17th at 5 will be closing. I have a packet for every counselor which will have all of the resumes, applications, and the Social Security numbers and things will be whited out on those, so that some of the information will not be, you know, for us to see, and these will be very confidential. Then I'd like to request, and in that packet there is a form that says, do you want these people interviewed? And, you know, you look at the resumes and you see, you know, who you might want to have interviewed. Then I probably want this back within the week so we can go ahead and try to schedule something. Now, my question is, after we do this, what do you want the process to be? Do you want there, you know, before they said, get a committee, and I had asked Eddie Langley, Mike Meter, Dennis Langley, or Ed, one or the other, to be on this committee. We review these and see, you know, and go through then and pick out the ones to be interviewed, set up the interviews, and interview most of the people, and then come down to 2 or 3 for the whole council to interview. And then council would choose the person they want. And Elaine has a problem with that, I think.
Yes, I would like to be there, and I don't know if you would like to be there. If you don't, then that would be okay. But I mean, I personally would like to be there. So
on all the interviews.
That's correct.
Okay, so you're going to take off from work.
That's correct.
You will take off from work for all the interviews.
Yes.
We will try to. We would try. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of people to interview these people. I don't know. You know, it's kind of
that's okay.
Intimidating. So okay.
Well, you have 8 applicants. I think the whole council should be involved.
Once you went on down, I think it would be fine. I mean, once you look at the initial applications, the resumes, you go through them with your selection, your committee, since you are head of personnel, you go through them, then bring whatever ones you whittle down, then I think then we can go through a hiring process, an interview process. But, you know what I'm saying, narrow it down first.
That we're talking the same thing, but she's talking about there's only going to be one interview. There's going to be the
okay, that's fine. Okay, you're going to choose which ones you might want to interview. And we will go through it and look at it.
All of us will, yes.
No, the committee would. And
the only thing that will come to the council is your final 3 or your final 2 that you can whittle it down to. Then the rest of the council will get involved.
Okay, well then I would like to be on the initial.
That's fine.
They can't have more than...
I don't, because I think if you have too many people, I think it's going to be too much intimidation. I don't foresee... I don't think
we can't have that many counselors. We can't have more than 3 counselors on it.
Right.
Then we can have a special meeting and have everybody there that wants to be there. We can't. We can have a special.
You know, I have never been where everybody on the council interviews whoever.
You don't.
You don't.
Never have here.
Okay.
Because I feel that you are not going to trust our judgment at all.
Okay, Naomi, then let me say I'll be on and Ed or Bert won't. Then that's okay.
You know, that's just what I was going to say. I have no problem with stepping down. You know, I don't feel I have to be there. I just want to be on the final judgment.
Okay.
The first round.
Well, the council is going to be on the final judgment.
Then that takes care of it. So it's all right then. Okay.
Sure.
So then just let me know.
I was going to make a motion that you should have the 3.
Okay.
You, her.
But Elaine wants
want to be, you quit.
I'm about had it with this whole
Oh,
thing,
okay.
because this is absolutely ridiculous.
Did you want to on it?
No, we are not
No.
doing this. No, no. We're not going here.
All right, come on, kids, let's get this together. We gotta make a decision here. If you're gonna make a decision, if you're not, I'm gonna end the meeting.
You know, I'm just gonna put my word out there, and I don't care who disagrees, who doesn't agree with what I say. Naomi's head of personnel, we've elected, the mayor's put her head of personnel, the council agreed to make her head of personnel.
Right.
Whatever she decides to do, let her have her little committee, they can do it, bring everybody back, and then we can go ahead and have the interview. We don't need to sit here every time and bicker, and then come up and say, well, I want to interview. You know, it's getting redundant. People are noticing this stuff over and over and over, and they're sick and tired of it.
Okay, now that you've finished, the main thing to always remember is the power. It's in the charter, it's in the personnel rules. The power is vested in the council, not one person.
Right.
There's nothing in the charter, there's nothing in the personnel rules, if you've read it, that says there is a personnel liaison. We have appointed her to deal with the...
There was one under Schilling. You didn't have a problem when Mayor Schilling had a liaison personnel, did you? Krista Swift was it.
Okay,
So
that's enough.
that's why, yes,
I think we ought to continue this on.
I will be sending out, and you will get the packets.
Thank you.
okay, and then we will be having...
And then, I don't know when I'll be, okay?
What was your comment for council comment?
Okay, since we're on the issue of the personnel officer versus liaison, I have an issue with Naomi being in charge of everything, in the sense that the charter says that it's in the council. The personnel rules say it's in the council. Bev was authorized to pay herself for 84 hours of comp time, so the personnel rules say on the approval of the council.
Nope,
Wrong.
wrong.
Stacy, cool it.
Excuse me?
Cool it. I'm talking.
Okay, wait, it's there.
Okay, yes, let me
Come on,
talk.
you guys, let's get through
Because
this.
in it, if you read that thing you gave me, if you read a little bit farther down, 2 paragraphs, 3 paragraphs, it says all other paragraphs remain the same. So if you look at the personnel rules, it says on the approval of the city council. That has not been changed. Naomi, look at that paper you're looking at. The part that we received highlighted says they shall be compensated. But then look down a little bit further at the bottom and it says all items stay the same, all paragraphs stay the same. So on the approval of the city council. So you on your own authorized her to
No,
cash in.
not all on my own.
So Ed did it
You're
too.
wrong.
So Ed and you both did it? Where did we vote on it? Where did the council say,
Well,
Bev, you
listen,
deserve this? So, okay,
if-
it was done. It was done. But then what
Listen,
about...
Elaine, yes, you will, listen.
Okay,
If there was an error, we admitted it.
okay,
What's the big
I'm
deal?
bringing it to your attention.
You don't have to, we know.
You didn't make
Oh,
an
and now
error. You did not make an error, because in here it specifically says, Elaine, an employee may request to be paid all or portion of employees incurred compensatory time part of a regular paycheck. Approval by the city council. It wasn't with her regular paycheck. It was in addition. Okay? She already incurred 84 hours. 80 hours does not carry over, Elaine. How is she going to get
Did
paid?
you read where it says with council approval?
Right. Did you not read what I said? Approval. That's only with her paycheck. She didn't get it with her paycheck, Elaine. It was an addition. It was after that. She can't incur more than 80 hours.
That's even worse, because it says she's supposed to get it in her paycheck.
Okay,
But,
so
okay,
the
so-
point
so
has
we
been
messed
made.
up.
What do you want to do about it?
Well, now it's too late, but I want to bring it out, that you have to come back to the council. Plus, also, what about you laying off or letting 2 employees go without...
This is a personnel issue, so I'm not going to discuss
Okay,
anything
and
with
then
you
also-
anymore. That's it.
Well,
I'm
no,
clear.
and then also by you sending a letter to them. Once again, you're bypassing the city council. You can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can on
No, you
that one.
can't. Follow our personnel rules.
Elaine,
Okay.
I'm not going to argue with you
Don't-
anymore.
okay,
You
we-
have more damn problems than anybody I
That's
ever know.
enough.
Just
That's
follow
enough.
our personnel
Knock it
rules.
off, you guys. That's enough.
Can I make a statement?
It's
I was
just
on
a
the city
short
council, yeah, real short,
Don't be rude.
for 12 years, and we've never had this problem. And we have in the past always elected a department heads, such as the liaison, and she has made the decisions at that time.
That's why we elected her for that position.
Right, so we don't get bogged down in everything at the council.
But you
That's
We
follow
take care
our
of the broader
personnel
picture.
rules, and you follow our charter.
It's,
You
know,
bring
this
it
is a-
back. Nowhere in it does it say one person makes the decisions.
Well, we're electing her to make that decision.
I'm not
for us.
electing her.
Oh, you were the only vote that didn't.
You're the only vote.
You're the only one that
But our
didn't.
charter, read our charter.
I know what our charter says, but it also puts us in charge of our own
It says,
council.
no, the charter says the power is vested in the council.
And it doesn't say the council cannot vest it in somebody else. Show me where it says it in there.
Show me where it says it does.
Where does
Okay,
it say that?
okay. This is going around in circles, and I'm not going to attend it no more. This meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Because you gotta get out and barbecue. Well, not just.